I've been in the motor trade a long time. I started cleaning cars when I was 12 at a garage, and I've been it ever since. I'm 64 now. The motor trade used to be such fantastic fun. There were so many great characters in it, and if you're a salesman, you had to be an expert in Rolexes, speedboats, motor caravans, you name it. You would take it in. I even had a guy pay me once, a guy who owned a laundrette, and he paid me in 10p pieces. It was a long time ago, and we declared it. We had to, because we couldn't count them all. I had to take them to the bank. So, the characters. We had a chap called Tony Lobb, who we used to deal with, and every time you sold him a car, he used to put his hand on his backside and walk out of the garage saying that we'd bottled him up and troweled him over. And it was fun selling them cars. Now, we had another old timer, Danny Bulmer, great character, fantastic character. He used to do insurance, and he used to sell cars. And one time he was spraying a car outside in weather like this, and there was leaves dropping on it, and he was just pulling the leaves off. And he used to do another thing, and it was called Bulmerizing. And he used to go in the auction. He used to go to buy a car at the auction, and it'd be going 100, 125, 150 over there at the back, 175, and Danny Bulmer would shout from the back, 500, and everybody would go, oh, and of course he'd just get knocked down to Danny Bulmer. Now, the reason I'm telling you about Tony Lobb and Danny Bulmer is we had a character come to the garage yesterday to buy a Porsche Cayenne that we've got, and he's going to use it as a gimbal car, and he's a fellow YouTuber. He's only just started on YouTube, but been in the trade a long time, and he deals with comic cars, classic cars, something a bit out of the ordinary. And he reminded me so much of all the people I've met in the past. And I started watching his videos, and he did exactly the same thing. He Bulmerized them at this classic car auction. I think it was like 78, 79, 8, and then he goes, 8.5.
Next is 78, or you can bid 8, 7, 7, 9, 8,000, 8,000 pounds, 8,000 pounds there, 8,000, throw a number at me. What do you want to bid?
8.5.
8.5?
Yeah.
You can come again as well, 8,500 pounds.
Done. That's it. It's like punching all the other bidders in the stomach. They just lose their breath. So he bought it. But dealing with him, he just reminded me of these proper characters in the past, and you just don't get them anymore. You get walking around taking themselves too seriously, suits and white socks and pointy shoes, and I hate that. I really do. And anyway, we got talking. As I say, I watched these videos, and he's had a Ferrari 355. He sold it. He's sorry he sold it, and he wants to buy it back. But it's gone up, and it's more money. So what he's doing now is a series of YouTube videos where he swaps up, a bit like Mike Brewer, trading up. So he's doing it, but his production is brilliant, but his cameraman's brilliant as well. And it's quite funny. He does a brilliant impression, well, of a person like Mike Brewer doing a deal.
Right then, it's deal day. I put my Boxster on the old Tinterwebs, put it on all the classic car sites, and I think I've got a buyer for it. He's in the toilet right now. I think he's too excited about the lady in red. When I bought this, I absolutely nicked it. Nicked it? I nearly murdered the guy. Let's see if I can murder this guy as well. Oh, here he is. Come on in. I hope you've brought your wallet.
Yes, I have my wallet. And they told me, even though I'm responding to an advert online and we've agreed a deal, that I should pretend I don't know how much it is.
What you like? So, come on then. It's a beautiful car. We've cleaned it. 24 grand. Stick your hand out.
Whew, that's more than I wanted to spend. Would you take £5,000?
He's a proper live wire, and I want to see what happens. I really want to see what happens. The car he's bought off us is a big Porsche Cayenne, and he's going to use it for a gimbal car. So he's going to have a gimbal coming off the roof with the camera on, which I've got all the stuff to do that. I've got all the equipment for a front and back one. But there's only me and John here, and if we're both out, there's nobody here to sell cars. So we'd go skin. But him and his mate are going to do these track cars. He's got some really good old classic cars, and I'm gonna have to go up and have a look around his showroom, his premises. But he's funny as well, so give him a watch. I'm going to put a link in the description. It's, what is it? thestudio _farrimoco. So it's FARRIMOCO, but the studio and then underscore underneath. I'll put a link in the description in case I've got that wrong. But I was up early this morning. I got up about 4:30. I was really excited to get to work today. We've been after this car, which we've actually got, a Bentley Continental GT, and as I say, I've been in the motor trade all my life. I fell out with it for a bit. I was a bit fed up with it, but now I'm starting to love it again, and I can't wait to get to work. But as I say, it was just a reminder yesterday of when I used to really love the motor trade. And when he walked on the forecourt, I thought it was Conor McGregor at first. So I thought, oh, I'm not going to have to be cheeky to him or answer him back or be smart. But anyway, turned out to be a real nice bloke. Watch his video, subscribe, get him to at least 1,000, so it's worth his while doing these videos. Because believe me, the amount of time it takes to edit it, well, to shoot it, to edit it, and then upload it, and all the other stuff you have to do for a YouTube video, it takes ages. So give him a watch. Thanks. I'll see you in the next video. Ta-da.